through a lot. And, Shannon Sharpe was a highly skilled tight end in the NFL, known for his athletic and receiving ability. He retired as an NFL all-time leader in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns among tight ends. Sharpe's athletic and route running skills were a key part of his success. So we're seeing that right there. And recently, he just got into some issues with a woman from OnlyFans called Gabriella Zuniga, a woman that he helped and built up and also found on Fans Only. So basically, things were got a little heated, basically because he was seen with another woman, and also because he had also moved to Nevada, and she moved with him, you know, and she claimed that their 2-year relationship became abusive, including allegations of sexual assault. The case has raised significant attention, leading many to wonder more about who Zuniga is. I know I'm not saying her name right, but here's everything you need to know about this case. Gabriella Zuniga, a woman previously known as Jane Doe in a civil lawsuit, is seeking $50 million in damages from former NFL player Shannon Sharpe. The civil case claims that their relationship, which began consensually in 2023 when she was 19, turned abusive when she was 19. Can you believe that? So in this lawsuit, the allegations of the incidents of sexual assault in October 2024 and here now in January 2025 also highlights September 2024 incidents, showing that she's claiming that Sharpe was reportedly heard engaging in sexual activity on Instagram Live. And she also insists that she did not participate in the broadcast and describes the event as humiliating. So it's crazy right here. Shannon Sharpe is at the premiere of his again. He's living 2 lives. So the lawsuit includes allegations of sexual assaults, but she has to prove it, and they're bringing in their proof. He's saying that this is all foreplay, but we know Sharpe's lawyer Lan Davis said in a statement that the lawsuit filed by Gabrielle Z and orchestrated by her attorney Tony Busby. Now Tony Busby is known for going after black athletes, black musicians, and everything, and he's been caught telling people, females, to play victim and say this happened, you're John Doe, so nobody's going to know who you are, everybody settles, you're not going to go to court. And then when it's time to go to court, all these John Does start disappearing. So that's what Sharpe's looking for. And also Sharpe just got another allegation coming out against him, another woman. And it's at times like this is hard. So Sharpe's legal team claims that she took a video of a consensual sexual encounter out of context. Second, I don't know what the law is. Are you supposed to tell somebody that you're recording them before you record them? Because a lot of females are doing this now. They record their sexual activity. They got a camera in their room and they record everything. They got every guy that they slept with, they took to their room. Females record men in the room. They also allege that she edited it to misrepresent the situation. The case is still a civil matter with no criminal charge filed. Sharpe and Zuniga are both prepared to contest the claims in court. So we see right there, it's getting really, really, really bad. Shannon Sharpe previously offered the assault accused at least $10 million to settle the case. So according to Shannon Sharpe's lawyer, the Hall of Fame football player offered his rape accuser $10 million. Now that's a lot of money. I wonder if that was just for a write-off, for taxes, because they do claim this as a loss. You could write it off and carry it to the next year if you understand taxes. During a press conference, Lenny J. Davis, Shannon Sharpe representative, provided more clarification surrounding the $50 million suit filed against his client for allegedly assaulting Gabrielle Z. So they want $50 million. I basically said that's a lot, but she does charge $25,000 a butt cheek. So hey, and this is plain Jane. You know, no front, no back. Just plain. And look at her. And she's giving everybody that WAP and making money on the side too. So according to Davis Sharpe, who played in the NFL, he said that at least 10 million to sell the case before she filed it. He went to say that Sharpe, host of popular sport podcast Nightcap, had mediation conversation with Z about the potential case. However, they halted within the last month or so. So um, she wants more money, and we know who's pushing her. Her boyfriend and her lawyer. You see, but these females, they got a boyfriend. They always got a boyfriend somewhere, and they're out here doing their thing. On Monday, April 21st, news broke that Z filed a $50 million lawsuit against Sharpe, alleging the NFL player assaulted her and battered her. Now, if you go onto her OnlyFans and her website, that's all she talks about. Choke me, do me like this, put me like this, take advantage of me. You're going to attract those kind of men. And that's what she did. She attracted these men that like that game. I don't like that, but that's what she attracted, and then she got it. And now she got a man who is not just into that, but also successful in his career and has the money and could pay $50,000 for a night and not even blink, because that's like $5 to him. So now she got what she wanted. She got her OnlyFans. She's making her own money. She's thinking, oh, I got it good. All of a sudden, Shannon Sharpe is seen with another woman. All of a sudden, Shannon Sharpe is going to Nevada. Well, is it for tax benefits or for another woman? So that kind of must have pissed her off because she was looking for some successful relationship. But I know in the back of Shannon Sharpe's head, he's like, no, you're not on my level. I can't be seen with you. We don't look good together. I'm in my 50s and you're in your 20s. This is not going to look good publicly. So that's why he offered to pay it off really quick. And Shannon Sharpe has had sexual assault cases before this, even at his own job. And was allowed to stay at the job. So it's crazy and it's going out of control. We got another accuser coming up too, another John Doe. So we'll see what happens now. This is the second week, and I'm a kind of guy that likes to sit back and see what's going on. But with YouTube here, you don't want to be late to the news, so you're bringing it out right now. And as we see, we're just waiting to see what happens right here. But it's foreplay. This is what Shannon Sharpe liked. He found a woman that is into that. They went at it. She's kind of upset that she was crying and sobbing because he's doing all this stuff to her. But she's in love with him. He's not. That's how it goes. And the allegations keep on coming, So with the released audio, Shannon Sharpe is saying release the whole play. Not just the 10 seconds. Release the whole 30 minutes, the whole 10 minutes, he says. So we'll see. During the call, a female voice presumed that to be Z can be heard saying, I don't know. You see, anything I say, you're just going to get mad at me and you're just going to hang up on me. This is her voice call. Moments later, a male voice, which Z and Busby alleged was Sharpe, said, I'm not going to hang up on you. It is what it is. You see, she's recording. Sorry for making you jump into that. So I'm reading her recording right here. And we see that basically she did not get consent to record him when he was talking. You're supposed to ask somebody, this message is going to be recorded, and the person has to agree to it. She did not do that. So that's I wonder how that is in Nevada. This is in Nevada, so the laws might be different, and her being 20 years old, they might overlook it. So, but there's a lot of stuff. Recording somebody visually or or their voice, you got to get permission first. You can't just be recording people. You got to tell people, oh, there's cameras in here. Oh, I'm going to be recording you. And it says here that they met in 2023, and she was only 19, met her at the gym. You know, those females at the gym, they get the right one. They get that, average looking Becky over there to work, So, Shannon Sharpe was in that gym and he saw something, and then he found out she's on OnlyFans, and then he found out that she likes it rough, and it just went off from there. So it's basically, issues going on here with Shannon Sharpe and his alleged victim, accusing him of certain things. So, thanks for coming by. Come on by later. We're just basically here talking about the news, everything from politics to sports and so forth. Just tune in, subscribe, like, and share the video. Have a good day.